Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Official Archaeologist channel, home of the Official Archaeologist. And today we have some very beautiful, ornate fragments of glass that at first I actually had no idea what to do with. See, as you may be able to tell based on the difference in color, these two pieces actually come from two completely different locations. But they are both fragments of the same type of bottle, as you can see from the identical patterns. From the two small fragments that we do have, we see that the bottles were embossed with a square grid-like pattern. Inside each square being a smaller solid circle. The second fragment also exhibits these features. However, the main attraction on this fragment is this piece of the bottle's heel here, which includes the words min abbreviated contents 9FL, likely denoting fluid ounces, and on the base ETTEVIL, likely the town name Fayetteville. But finding out what exactly these fragments belong to would pose a significant challenge. Or so I thought, because one day I was scrolling through antique soda bottles on a random Google image search, and lo and behold, there it was. I have no idea why it popped up when it did. I cannot replicate these search results. But wait, if that bottle was sky high, what on earth is this? My next step to try and get to the bottom of this mystery, obviously, was to search for information concerning these two soda brands. Unbeknownst to me, this would end up being just the start of a very long and very headache-inducing research session. As it would turn out, there is some information on the internet, but most of this comes from questionable sources, which make claims such as that Bobolink was a predecessor to Crush, manufactured by the Orange Crush Company. Similarly, Sky High is also said to be linked to the Orange Crush Company, but I could find no documentary evidence to support this, nor much in the way of documentary accounts of Bobolink or Sky High manufacturers anywhere. Only a number of surviving intact examples of Sky High and Bobolink bottles on sale, which are claimed by sellers to be related to the Orange Crush Company. As far as Bobolink is concerned, these claims appear to originate from an online article written by a vintage bottle collector by the name of Joseph T. Lee III, citing the Smith County News and a book by Wythe M. Hull, Jr., The History of the Marion Bottling Company, Incorporated. The article claims that these bottles were advertised by the Orange Crush Bottlers magazine in the 1920s and that the bottles were produced by the Marion Orange Crush Bottling Company facility. As for Sky High, another website, that of the Mingus Bottling Group, claims that two brothers, Milo Otho Mingus and Luther Lester Mingus, opened the Orange Crush Bottling Company in Greenville, North Carolina, and started bottling Sky High in 1926. The only real solid documentary evidence I could find, as a matter of fact, was a patent document for the bottle by one C.J. Howell, and multiple examples of these bottles which appear to be found in two different sizes, 6-ounce and 9-ounce, some of which were apparently embossed with Fayetteville NC. All this considered, it is likely that two separate brands, one named Bobolink and the other Sky High, both used the same design respectively, and that both of those brands were bottled by different regional branches of the Orange Crush Company using the same bottle design patent that was licensed by Orange Crush. Though it cannot really be ruled out that perhaps the same brand operated under different names dependent on the region. From what I can tell, Sky High, as well as Bobolink by extension, would have emerged during a time when sodas were exploding with popularity, leading to a boom in the industry. Sodas were initially marketed, in many cases, as medicinal, starting with carbonated water, which was believed to aid digestion and invigorate one's body. Reliable methods for controlled artificial carbonation were created in the late 18th century, and later the water would be combined with additives, often also believed to have been medicinal, such as alkaline salts, digestive bitters, and even narcotics. As early as the 1830s, soda fountains began appearing in American pharmacies and quickly came to function as both social spaces and informal health dispensaries. Many of these brands from the earliest days of medicinal soda continue to be some of the most recognizable and popular beverages to this day, including Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Moxie, and 7 Up. These beverages gained credibility through their association with pharmacies and health experts, while the carbonation enhanced palatability and preserved the product. Eventually, sugar and flavorings replaced active drugs, and the drinks lost their therapeutic justification but retained their mass appeal. By the mid 20th century, the role of soda in society had completely changed, becoming recreational rather than medicinal. Advances in bottling technology and refrigeration, as well as aggressive advertising campaigns, pushed carbonated beverages into nearly every household. National brand soft drinks were easily recognized due to their use of distinctively shaped, design patented bottles. Apparently, in the early to mid 1920s, Sky High, among other brands such as New Icy and Try Me, were amongst those that switched to these larger bottles to supporting distinctive designs. As the popularity of these drinks soared, new types and brands of soda would come and go, and Sky High was presumably one of these brands that rose in popularity before being either canceled, rebranded, or absorbed into a larger corporation. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please give me a like, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to visit my channel or hit the subscribe button. Until next time.